Okay. Time goes by really quick when you give yourself a deadline, and it's time to set up. Anyways, so this is my Rogue One live stream, December 17th, 2016. The movie just came out yesterday, but I did watch it the 15th on their midnight release. And it was great. It was fantastic. I loved it. Of course, I always love Star Wars anything. So I did this sketch the moment I came home from the movie. I just really liked the female protagonist, so and Rogue One Jyn Erso. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go in here and I'm gonna paint it up, make it a little more professional looking. I do have a second one that I'll probably continue on to if I'm not too exhausted with this painting by um, the end of this. So I'll just start out and do my normal thing, I guess. I always start with a sketch layer. This eventually usually gets turned down in opacity, but it's just so I can get that figure down, which I already have here, so it's a little easier than usual. I turn on this and this. I always forget what these are called, but it's so I can add layer upon layer so you can make it darker. So that way I can just really get my sketch and line art in there. I'm going to turn down my background layer. To change your background layer from a background layer and a locked layer, just double click it and it'll ask if you want to change it to a new layer. And we'll turn the opacity down. Whoa, too much. I always add a white behind it. We could add like a dark gray. I'm just going to do white this time though. Alright, back to work. Of course. And notice how when I clicked on there and I hit back, it sent me back to this one. So just always make sure you're watching your layers here and where they swap around. Drawing on the wrong layer for a really long time is the worst thing in the world. Oh, God. See? Right there. You just watched it. Careful. There we go. I've tried to fix that problem by like tapping on the canvas somewhere, but then I always forget to go back and fix it. So it's just awful. I'm on Photoshop CS6 because I can't afford a monthly subscription. But I hear if you have Photoshop CC, it's like not a problem. They fixed that. I figured these live video streams were a better way to do. I did a voice tutorial the other day for my Harry Potter one, and I just played it as, you know, the speed tutorial and like talked over it, and it's just hard. I don't know how many times I shot that, and I hated every moment of it. I didn't hate it. It's just hard to kind of talk about certain things I want to go into detail with, and try to sync up my voice with the video. And if I wanted to slow the video down, it's just too complicated. Maybe if I had better video editing software, but I don't. I do absolutely everything in Photoshop, except I do use Windows Movie Maker from 2012 to speed up my videos because it works better than Photoshop's speed up option. Bubble nose. What I noticed about this actress, I honestly don't know anything about this actress. I don't even know her name. But she has those Angelina Jolie lips. Wow, this did not come out as a really good scan. I did do it. I thought I did it at 300 dpi, but I'm also working on a new computer, so all my settings are different. So maybe it's not 300 DPI. Maybe it isn't. Maybe I need to do 600 DPI. But yeah, she has those Angelina Jolie, like, pouty lips, which a lot of women want, apparently. It's not a bad look. It's not for me, that's for sure. You know, it was funny. While I was watching the movie, I spent a lot of time. That's why I knew I had to draw her, because I spent a lot of time noticing her clothing and like how it laid and like what it was doing. Like I noticed this was like a scarf, but I always thought it looked stupid, on me at least, to have the the ends of your scarf. I don't know what those are called. The little things that hang down like this. I always thought that looked stupid to have that behind you, but she had both of those pushed behind her. And so when she walked, it came out like a little cape thing. And I thought it looked so cool. And I hate when I watch movies and I think stuff looks really cool. And I know I'll never be able to pull that off, like myself. See, so my sketch is just like really arbitrary here. Like I just kind of like, and it looked good. But now I'm going in and fixing it. Like you notice that a lot about your sketches. Like what was I drawing here? And so yeah, I just kind of like said, this is a scarf, and just left it at that. And as a sketch, it looks fine, but going in to clean it up, I have no idea what I was going for. And then anybody that's watching, if you have any questions at any time, feel free to put it in the chat. I do have another screen up. I'm kind of keeping track of this chat. I get a little lost sometimes, but it's okay. I should have downloaded. I was going to do that before I started too, but man, I was like, I'm going to do this at 2:30. Everybody tune in at 2:30, and then I got started. What is that noise? I don't know. Anyways, I got started and setting up, and everything just happened too quickly. So I'm gonna rotate this photo because I usually draw with my book sideways. So when you're doing it in Photoshop, that's often a good idea too. Instead of turning your tablet sideways, which to me it I don't know. It's like brushing your hair in a mirror and really focusing on it, and you forget which way the brush goes. It just changes kind of the perspective and alters reality, really. So if you hold R, maybe, maybe not. Not Control R. I swore it was R. Don't tell me it's not R. Open GL enabled document windows. I don't know what that means. Yeah, I'm on rotate canvas. Rotate view tool. Could not complete your request because it only works on open GL enabled document windows. I have absolutely no idea what that means. Anyways, if your computer's normal, you can just hold R and spin it. I wonder if it'll let me do it with this. This is my other sketch we'll be working on later. Nope, not that one either. Alright. Well then, most people try to solve a problem. I just let Photoshop do what it wants because I'm not going to fight that battle. At least right now on a live stream. I'll probably go back later and figure out what the hell is going on. But I'm not going to put effort into that. I already did one tutorial that was supposed to be a speed paint that turned into me troubleshooting stupid tablet. I mean, I love you, tablet. It's not stupid. It's a lovely tablet. It really is. I'm using the Wacom Intuos Pro, which is kind of the professionally used program, professionally used tablet that businesses use, companies. But my first tablet that I bought stopped working suddenly. Just I had no explanation either. Like, I could not figure it out. See, my elbow is a little off here, so we're gonna measure that there. That's where the elbow should be turning. Anyways, but it just stopped working. Like, I plugged it in, there was no light, and I used protective cover for it all the time. I have no idea, and of course I didn't get the warranty, and it happened, like, literally, like, 3 days after the original warranty was up. And I just could not believe my luck. Actually, I could believe my luck. I don't know if I've told you guys this, but I have the craziest luck in the world. Like, no one believes me, but stoplights, and it's nothing like crazy. Like, I'm not, gonna die from it or absolute impending. It's just minor inconveniences that no one else ever, the only reason they ever experience these minor inconveniences is because they themselves did something to cause it to happen. And I know that sounds really, like, pretentious of me. Like, it's not my fault. It's never my fault. I'm not going to go as far as say nothing's ever my fault. But I just have, like, crazy stuff happen. Like, I never dropped this tablet. I never did anything to it, and it just stopped working. Like, I plugged it in, the lights wouldn't even turn on. Like, how did I do that? And why did it happen 2 days after my warranty expired? Recently, like yesterday, was my graduation ceremony, and I moved down to Nevada, mostly because I couldn't afford Oregon rent, Portland rent specifically. But so I made plans. My dad took off days. I even made my dad plan to drive me up because I knew I'd have to drive over the mountain pass, and I know it's December, so I know it's going to be snowy. And I've had several accidents on that pass just because it's so snowy. And I'm apparently just not good at driving in the snow. So I even planned for my dad to come take me, and he took the days off from work, which it's really hard to do when you work at an underground mine. And my boyfriend even made sure that he had time off, and we all planned this huge weekend. And of course, 2 days before my graduation, Portland has like the biggest snowstorm it's ever had in its entire life. I don't know. Maybe not the biggest, but the biggest in a very long time. And all the passes for me to get there are closed. All the school had been closed for like the past like 5 days. And it's just impossible for me to make it up there. And it's like, why 2 days before my graduation? Why couldn't this happen? So yep, I missed my graduation yesterday, which is fine. It's not like I worked 4 years at a college to make YouTube videos for you guys. Yeah, I'm a little bit bitter, but not much. I was pretty okay with it, but everybody's posting photos on Facebook, so now I'm just sitting here like, I could have been there. My sweet friend Robin took a photo. I sent her a selfie, and she held it up to people and pretended I was there. I told everybody to use a blow-up doll and like staple my face onto it. Don't staple my face onto it because I popped a blow-up doll. But no one did that. I don't know. I have one viewer, but that viewer might be me because I have my screen up as well. Just to keep an eye on, make sure everything's flowing okay. I probably have that viewer, and I'm talking to myself. Which I don't see why that's any different than every other day. My pets are staying with my dad right now. Just because I live with 4 boys, and I have a Great Dane, so it's going to be hard enough squeezing him in already. And then just all the rules and implications that come with putting a dog in an apartment anyways. And then let alone I have 2, and let alone one of those is a Great Dane. So it's not very easy. So yeah, they're both staying with my dad right now. I forgot why I brought this up. Drawing and talking is a very weird process because I forget a lot of things, and I hope I'm not the only one. forgets things when I'm talking and drawing. Why'd I bring up my dogs? I mean, I bring up my dogs any possible excuse anyways. But I did have a purpose. It wasn't just me talking about my dogs again. Alright. Oh, nope, I don't have everything online. Got another arm. And I don't know why. So I watched Moana the other day, and I got inspired to do Moana art as well. Moana. And I feel like a Midwestern lady. Moana. I can't do Midwestern accents, but there are certain words that I do. But anyways, I got inspired to do Moana art, and I got on my computer, and I was like, I'll just draw it up in Photoshop, because I need to get better at drawing in Photoshop. And sure enough, I always need to do the figure hand drawn, because it's just different, I guess, for some reason. So yeah, that's why I drew her first, and then I can come in and clean it up. And then I don't even know what this is on here. I had a teacher one time, and she was a 3D modeling teacher, and she taught us, on the roofs of buildings, you always just want to add stuff. I think she got in trouble because she started calling it schmutz, but she's called roof shit. And so we just refer to arbitrary things that you just throw in places as roof shit. Did I draw this foot at all? Oh, yep, I did. Okay. I'll just think of that in her thigh. So like on her jacket here, technically this is just roof shit. I don't really know what this stuff is. Just add some stuff. And I remember up here was just kind of like that corduroy material. I don't know if corduroy is the right word for material. I took one fashion class in school. I don't know anything. Alright, that outline came out pretty good. I'm going to take a quick break, make you guys watch a trailer advertisement. I don't know. And I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I ruined everything. Alright, I think we're okay. Apparently my live stream health is low, which is never a usual problem. Cool. 2:33, my stream is healthy. 2:35, my stream is bad. Now it's been 10 minutes of bad stream. Mm. 1 second, I'm gonna look up and see if I can fix this. Also, my internet, we pay the most that we can possibly pay for the best possible internet, and it's still awful. Granted, we have 5 people on it at all times, but I mean, if you're paying the highest rate you possibly can, I don't understand. I do not understand why. Alright, so tells me use 1920 by 1080. And I'm using 1092 by 615. Well, alright, I'm gonna take a quick break and try and figure this out, and I'll be right back.